As a fully grown-up woman, my brain can be infuriating. Sometimes I feel like Dory from Finding Nemo. As funny and sweet as Dory is in the movie, having such an impaired memory in real life is not only frustrating, but can be embarrassing and even frightening. It doesn't matter how many times I memorize the times tables, or look up instructions on how to load ink cartridges into the printer, or I'm corrected in my attempt to spell congratulations, or pretty much any other word with more complicated spelling than the word cat. I struggle with spelling so much, I actually stump spell check on a regular basis. My brain is like a slip and slide when it comes to certain information. I've been known to avoid people and social events in a desperate attempt to prevent that awkward moment when I can't remember a name. It has happened so many times with people whom I really should remember. And if I can't remember your name, I'm definitely not going to remember your child's name. So when you excitedly tell me that very detailed story about Bill and Charla, I'm pretending to be interested because I have no idea who you're talking about. The most crucial circumstance when I need my memory to function is when I receive instructions. It could be directions to a location, directives from a physician or other healthcare worker, or guidelines from a follow these orders or you might die situation. Does my brain understand that this information is so crucial it should fuse it to my head like a tattoo? Nope. The second the speaker has finished, the instructions have disappeared, like a toot in the wind. There are some random tidbits that do stick, though, and of course they are all the most useless scraps of dumpster knowledge on the planet. For instance, whenever I watch an animated movie, I have superpower-like levels of recognizing the voices of the actors. Just call me Super Ears! Obscure song from the 80s or 90s comes over the speakers. I know every word and can sing the backup vocals as well. Super useful. I also recognize faces with eerie accuracy, which would be useful if I wasn't avoiding that face because I can't remember its name. The pinnacle of purposeless data my school sponge laps up like Kool-Aid is animal facts. Did you know squirrels adopt other baby squirrels if they're orphaned? Or tigers can spring 20 feet horizontally? Or sloths are excellent swimmers and can hold their breath for 40 minutes underwater? No? Well, there you go.
I give you the gift of knowingness.
Dr. Shahram Heshmat, Ph.D., sorry if I mispronounced your name, Dr. H., wrote a super-duper article detailing why we remember certain things but forget others. According to Dr. Heshmat, a function of emotion is to enhance memory, to improve recall of experiences that have importance. Emotion acts like a highlighter that emphasizes certain aspects of experiences to make them more memorable. One caveat to this emotion enhances memory idea is, if our emotions are too high or too low, the memory storage turns off. There's this phenomenon known as the Yerkes-Dodson law. In simple terms, if our levels of anxiety are too high or, on the other end of the spectrum, if we're mind-numbingly bored, our cognitive performance suffers. So, the optimal level of emotion when we need to remember something is medium. I'll link Dr. H's article in the description. It's well worth the read. So that explains why, when I start to sweat and my heart punches my ribcage painfully merely at the thought of math calculations, or my brain feels like it's drowning in a vat of saltwater crocodiles in the midst of social gatherings, none of the useful information learned during that time absorbs. But what is retained and logged in an important for survival file is...
Be afraid of math and people!
Dr. H's advice? To make our memory stronger, it helps to attach emotional significance to the objects and actions we experience. And I would add, do everything in your power to make that emotion a positive one. After all, the coolest dude on the planet, Alton Brown, said,
laughing brains are more absorbent.
It makes sense. I adore animals, and my mood and emotions are delighted every time I hear a new detail about their astounding and fascinating abilities. I also love music and singing, so my happy brain remembers lyrics with ease. The more I learn about the brain, the more astonished I become. It's not a computer that collects all the information it's given and stores it away without bias or sentiment. Every emotion, sense, and subconscious preconception affects the way it uses and accumulates our experience and knowledge, which then affects our fears, behavior, and even general health.
Now, my friends, at the close of this video, let me leave you with some words of wisdom to take with you into that adventure we call life. Never, under any circumstance, underestimate a sloth.
Thanks to my darling son for his animations, and thanks to my wonderful daughter for her editing skills. Please like and comment if you'd like to help this channel grow. I'm so excited to share my brain adventures with you all.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.